Yeah. Hey Aztecs, welcome back to Aztec TV. I am Mr. Menace. I will be your host for the week. We have an amazing episode lined up. It is to celebrate Hispanic Heritage Month. It's a really good episode and I hope everyone enjoys it.
Hola, me llamo señora Meyer y soy la directora de Guadalupe Centers Middle School. Estoy aquí para desear a todos un feliz mes de herencia hispana. Pero aquí en Guadalupe Centers Middle School no celebramos solo por un mes, celebramos todo el año. Hi, good afternoon. My name is Claudia Meyer and I'm the principal at Guadalupe Centers Middle School. I wanted to wish everyone a happy Hispanic Heritage Month celebration, but letting you know that at Guadalupe Centers Middle School, we not only celebrate it for 1 month, we celebrate Hispanic culture the entire year.
Thanks, Mrs. Meyer, for that wonderful message. All right, now let's hear from a local artist on how he incorporates his Hispanic heritage into his artwork. Let's take a look.
And happy Hispanic Heritage Month kickoff day today. How much culture do you incorporate in your art?
A lot. I'll tell you why. I don't have it with me. When I was we came from Colombia. We immigrated from Colombia, and when we came to this country, my grandmother gave my brother and I each a blanket, right, a quilt, and the quilt is like a log cabin quilt, and it's big. I mean, she knew we'd grow into it. I still have mine. My brother lost his. He keeps saying that mine is his, and he's not getting it back. This is the only thing I have of my grandmother's. But I think I was like, I must have been like 4 years old when she gave it to us, right? When I look at that quilt, the colors that are in that quilt are the colors I paint with. I mean, it's full of so many colors. I can't imagine, when I went to art school, I remember people would say, learn how to paint in the classical way, right? Pick these certain colors and then you learn these colors. But I always wanted to be more colorful. I wanted bright colors, right? And I think that came from just growing up with this blanket and then being surrounded by a culture that just celebrates color, right? I mean,
Thank you, Jose, for sharing how your culture affects and kind of shapes your artwork. That was really amazing to hear about that. Okay, now let's hear from some students and families on what their heritage means to them. Let's take a look. Go.
My heritage has taught me to be loyal and loving to my family. We love to celebrate together, so we know we love each other.
The most important thing to celebrate in my family is birthdays.
Hi, I'm Heidi, and I am a sixth grader. And what we do in my tradition, we eat different food like pozole, tamales, all different food like enchiladas. They're super good.
And of course, quinceañeras go high. No matter how much, parents don't really care about how much they're going to waste just to make sure that their daughter is happy.
So in my family, my heritage, Hispanic, it's always loud at the house. When you have too many siblings, it's always going to be loud. There's always going to be fighting, or if not fighting, then you can hear like almost on the TVs. But I love my parents and I love everybody from my family, and you should always love your family because you only have one family in your whole life.
Hello, I'm Lolly. This message is for Claudia, the principal of Guadalupe School, and I want to thank you and all of your teachers for the wonderful job that you're doing. My great-great-granddaughter is doing beautiful, so I want to congratulate you, Claudia, and keep up the good work. I love you very much, and I love all the teachers that are working for us. And I want you to tell them thank you, and I want to thank you, and I'll give you a hug when I can get out of the house. Thank you very much, Claudia.
Special shout out to our student council members who were willing to open up and share what being Hispanic means to them. Okay, now we have another great segment lined up for you. This is our first annual Artista del Año. I'm going to let Mrs. Harris and Mrs. Gilliard take it away.
We have two very talented students in front of us, and other than just highlighting our culture, we also of course wanted to highlight our superstars, our students. So very excited about that.
Yes, very true. And so now the part that we've all been waiting for is of course to recognize our very own superstars in Hispanic Heritage Month Artistas del Año, Areli Tovar and Yaretsi Serna. So thank you both so much for participating, highlighting, and representing our culture so well. We are so very proud of you, and you should be very proud of yourselves as well.
Muy bien, señoritas, muy bien.
Why do you think it's important to celebrate our culture?
It's really important because it sometimes gives you that happy feeling that you feel when you're loved and together with your family and friends. And your culture is like really something that also specializes yourselves.
I think it's important to celebrate our culture because so not only because like it's important to celebrate like everybody's culture and especially people of color because they have to deal with all of these problems like racism and a lot of other stuff. And I feel like if we celebrate our culture, it would make us feel more safe and more loved as a community.
Yes. I love that so much. I love both of your answers.
Wow, I'll tell you what, we have some amazing artists in this school. Thank you to everyone that participated in the art contest this year. Okay, now we have another special segment lined up for you. And again, it's going to be from Mrs. Gilliard and Mrs. Harris. Let's take it away.
What is la chancla?
La chancla. Is that like a dessert or something? Is that like a dessert or something?
Ms. Vargas, what does the U.S. celebrate during Hispanic Heritage Month?
Well, the U.S. celebrates the contributions that Hispanic people have made to our country and the world in general throughout history.
Ms. Price, what does the U.S. celebrate during Hispanic Heritage Month? Halloween. Mr. Osborne, what is the difference between Latino and Hispanic?
Okay, so Latino, let me go the other way. Hispanic would say that Hispanics people speak Spanish, but Latinos don't necessarily have to speak Spanish. Correct?
So, Hispanic, I think, is a more antiquated term that originates more from Spain, whereas Latino is more focused on potentially the South American and Central American continent, but also if we use our context clues, kids, and look at the word Latin inside of there, that's deriving from the language, the Latin language. So short answer, I don't know. I have no idea.
Mr. Shumsky, people often mistaken Dia de los Muertos for the Latino Halloween. Do you know the difference?
Possibly.
Let's hear.
Well, Day of the Dead Dia de los Muertos is to celebrate the lives of those who had passed on, and I think it's where you have an ofrenda. I learned all of this from Coco, by the way. You place the food or some type of meal that the person enjoyed most, and then they're on Day of the Dead. That's the celebration of their life.
Good, okay, thank you. Miss Price, what is a popular Spanish song that you know?
Okay, if you're gonna ask me, I'm gonna say anything by Prince Royce or Romeo Santos, but if you ask the kids, probably something by Selena.
Baleadas are a typical dish in which country? A, Mexico, B, El Salvador, C, Honduras, or D, Peru. She is right. Honduras is correct. Thank you. Can you say the following tongue twister?
Yes.
Parangaricutiri miquaro.
Say it one more time.
Parangaricutiri miquaro.
Paranganagudutiki niquado. That's pretty good. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Luz, tú puedes decir el trabalenguas. Tres tristes tigres tragaron trigo.
Tres tristes tigres tragaron trigo.
La chancla is what your mama throws at you cuando no obedeces, when you don't obey.
Thing you get whipped with.
It's like a sandal or a shoe.
When you like disrespect your mom, like be bad, she hits you with the chancla.
Now fill in the blank. Complete your homework or I'm gonna go get the
chancla.
Yeah! What percentage of the U.S. population identifies as Latino or Hispanic?
12%.
Maybe 65%? I hope I'm right.
About 30%?
39.
I would have to say between 12 to 17% identify that way.
What is el cucuy?
I think it's the scary guy that's underneath your bed. I think grandmas used to scare you with like cucuy or stuff like that. I got more scared with the chancla than the cucuy. That's how it is. So that's why I think the cucuy is just someone who is under your bed trying to grab your feet at night.
El Cucuy is the man that lives in the basement of my house, a very dark place. He's the boogeyman.
What is the most popular sport in all of Latin America?
I would guess probably soccer or what they would call football.
Muy bien. Yes, very good.
Okay, Miss Erman. So when do we celebrate the 5 de Mayo?
May 5th.
On the 5th of May.
Mr. Acosta, we are celebrating Hispanic Heritage Month, and we have a question for you.
What's your question?
Are you ready to accept this challenge?
I think I am, yes.
Are you willing to accept this challenge?
Of course I am. Let's do this.
Oh, did Mr. Acosta win?
Probably, I think.
Tell us, what would you like to buy at La Panadería?
bread?
Yes.
Como dice en español, blueberries.
I don't know. You can't get me on the spot now. A blueberry? No sé.
Sing it.
La chancla is. What'd you say?
Well, that wraps up this episode of Aztec TV. I really hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget, Aztecs, the quarter ends today. That means all your work needs to be getting turned in to your teachers, whether it's work that's due today, whether it's late or missing. Get that work turned in so we can get the best grade possible for this quarter. Well, until next time, hope you guys have a great weekend. See ya.